usually on bended knees. So I usually try to learn based on game whenever I couldn't concentrate on paper. So I do the interactive playing of games. So let's have our word for today. So this is just for my civics, for my N400 application vocabulary that I didn't really know. So totalitarian government, totalitarian. So it doesn't mean that I just googled it. You can have your own answer, but for me it's just for my own sake that I know how to answer whenever I was asked. So if I'm not asked, good for me. But if I will be asked and I didn't know, like for example, the totalitarian party, I know that totalitarian party, um, the power of it, the people has no power. So next is continue. Next is civilian. So when you say about civilian people are not in armed forces or the police. So civilian. So this is just my slow way of learning, guys, through interactive games. Next is alternative sentencing. Oh my gosh, this is very difficult for me. So alternative sentencing, I'm not using my um, cheat sheet because you need to learn also. I need to learn also on how it is defined whenever I am asked. Oh gosh, I have mental block. I know alternative sentencing is not directly convicted into prison, but like for example, rehabilitation. So that's alternative sentencing for me. That would be my answer. I don't know if they would accept my answer, but that's what per Google for my understanding. Next is prison. A prison is a place where people are convicted, a person that is convicted of a crime. So that's prison for me. Next is habitual drunkard. This is a very easy. Drinking alcohol daily. So you're an alcoholic, habitual drunkard. So that is if I'm gonna ask, right? This is my answer. You can create your own answer, but this is just for my sake that I know the term for my application. Okay. Next is legally incompetent. I don't know if I pronounce it wrong, but I try. As I mentioned to you, I am just learning. Legally incompetent is a person that are diagnosed with mental illness. So legally incompetent. You are not capable to decide because your mind is altered. Legally incompetent. You are a have mental illness. Next is a detention facility. Oh my, what's this? A detention facility is where, see, I'm having hard time also. I know if I don't know if it is a detention, a place where people who cross illegally will be put in that place, in that facility. So that's just for my understanding. So if you watch a news and if you're cross to the border, they always mention in the news detention facility. So that's a cue keyword for me. A detention facility is where some people who cross illegally to the country are being detained. Detention facility. Next is violence. Violence is crime or lawlessness. That would be my answer. So you can have your own answer. Rebel group. A rebel group is a group of people that fights against the government. Continue. Kill. To kill is to hurt someone intentionally. to kill. Next is guerrilla. Guerrilla is an army of people that uses violence and fights against military, police, government, and other people. So that would be my term. I think this is, yeah, guerrilla. So correct me if I'm wrong, but this is how will I will answer to the officer. I don't know. I don't know what comes into my mind, but I just want to be prepared. So let's continue. The next word is illegal drugs. Illegal drugs are drugs that are not allowed by the government. Not allowed, like for example, cocaine, fentanyl. They're not allowed. Illegal, yeah, illegal drugs. Oh my god. I'm really getting nervous how I will compose myself. Next is federal. Federal is a system of the government. I don't know if it's a system of the government or part of the government. My gosh, Lord help me. National importance. National importance. Golden question is an important to a nation of national importance is things that are important to the nation. Continue. Next is to enlist. Enlist is to sign up. Sign up. Next, deported. Deported is to expel someone in a country. Deported. Next is a military unit. A military unit is an official military of the government. Military unit. Next is citizen. A people of nationality in a particular country. Citizen. Next is hereditary title. It's a title of an elite. It's a title that is given to a king, queen, or you're in a upper class. Hereditary title. Like king and queens, prince, princesses, you have a certain title. Next is filed taxes. To submit taxes to a government. Continue. Constitution. Constitution is the supreme law of the land. Constitution. Continue. Exclusion. For me, it's a cancellation. A cancellation. Cancellation. Exclusion. You're not included. Jail. Jail is a place where a person is arrested by crime. Jail. Next is torture. Torture is to hurt someone physically. Is to hurt someone physically. Torture. It could be mentally to hurt someone badly. Nationality. Nationality is a you were born with, an origin where you are born with, nationality. Next, claim. Claim is to state strongly. Next is persecuted. Persecuted is to hurt someone because of their religious or political belief. Persecuted. Next, insurgent organization. It's an organization where it uses violence to fight against a government. Insurgent organization. Narcotics. Narcotics are illegal drugs. So illegal drugs is not allowed by law. Narcotics is illegal drugs. Gambled illegally. A gambling that is not allowed by law. Next, nobility. Nobility is a person who's born with hereditary title. Next, ta-da-da. Origin. Origin is where you came from, where you are born or originated. Origin. Next is confined. Meaning is to keep in a place. To keep in a place. Confined. Confined is to keep in a place. Continue. Naturalization. Naturalization is a process of becoming a citizen to a country. Naturalization. Force. Force is to held against your will. To held against your will. Next is extermination camp. Is a place where you are kept before killing. Extermination camp. Exterminate. Before killing is to exterminate. Next is eligibility. Eligibility is to meet a minimum requirement. Eligibility. Law enforcement. Law enforcement. Like police officer. A law enforcement. Police officer. Next question. Withheld adjudication. Oh my, this is a very, oh gosh, I haven't memorized it. Withheld adjudication is a special sentence where a judge orders probation but not formally convict a person. It's a special sentence withheld adjudication. Am I right? Special sentence where a judge orders probation but not formally convict a defendant. Withheld adjudication. It's a very hard term for me. To bear arms. To have guns. To use a weapon. Bear arms. Claim to be a U.S. citizen. You state or strongly state that you are a U.S. citizen. You claim. Claim. That is the term claim. Next is oath of allegiance. Oath of allegiance is a promise to be loyal to the United States. Oath of allegiance. Next, oh my, kaya pa? Rehabilitative program. Rehabilitative program is a program or alternative sentencing to rehabilitate someone I think community service is part of a rehabilitative like program. I think, I don't know, you need to research your own because this is where I will answer. It doesn't mean that it's correct, but that's where I googled and I know for my own, for my term. Deferred adjudication. Oh my god. Deferred adjudication is to delayed. Deferred is to delayed. Am I oh deferred. Is it one F or double R? Oh double F. To delayed judgment. I know in accounting deferred is to delay. Delayed. Delayed judgment. Next, prisoner of war camp. It says in the page 12, prisoner of war camp. So, prisoner of war camp. You are a place where a person during that war are being placed. That would be my answer. I don't know your answer. So, prisoner of war camp. Now, let's see how I define prisoner of war camp. I will look up my my gosh. A place to keep enemy soldiers during war. Also, that's the term. My código. Next is vote. Vote is to elect a leader. Elect a leader. Is to elect a leader. Next is smuggle. Smuggle. Smuggled or smuggle. Smuggle is to illegally sell things. Smuggle. Continue. Next, fraudulent. Fraudulent means you're not being true, not true. Fraudulent. Next, police. To police is a to stop crime or violence or lawlessness. Police to stop. Police. Next, cited. Cited is to be given a ticket. To be given a ticket. Cited. Continue. Nazi. Nazi is Hitler's group. Nazi. Nazi. To recruit. Recruit is to ask someone. Recruit. Ask someone. So guys, there's no A, B, C, D in there. So whatever is asked, you need to answer. You really need, if I'm being asked, but if not, good for me. But if I will be asked, I will just answer the way I understand it. Continue. Next, mental institution. Mental institution is a place where people with mental illness are being kept. Mental institution. Next, a prison. A prison is a place where people are convicted of a crime. Prison. Ay, kaya pa? Military. 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 An official military person in a government. Official military of the government. Ay, that would be my answer. Official military of the government. So guys, as you're seeing the word, you could also practice it with your own. Next, public benefit. A public benefit is like food stamps. I don't know what is public benefit in my country, but I know in the United States, it's like food stamp. You gain um, a benefit in a government. Next, social group. Social group is a group where you have common belief, like shared common belief. Like for example, you believe that YouTube will help you pass an exam. Probably that's a social media, right? Social group where you learn something. That would be my answer. Next is genocide. Genocide is to kill someone because of the religious or political, to kill a race because of the religious or political belief. Next, weapon. Weapon is a thing, weapon. Weapons such as guns or knife. Oh my, I got second thought of that. Guns or knife. Next is terrorist party. A terrorist party is a party that uses violence for a political purposes. Terrorist party uses violence. So that's the key term. It uses violence for a political. The term in there is a party where the total I terrorist, a party that uses violence for political purposes. Next is police unit. Police unit is a unit that stops crime, violence, and lawlessness. Police unit. Police. Continue. Detained. Detained is to keep someone. To keep someone or to hold someone. Detained. Being kept. Continue is Communist Party. A party where you have no freedom. No freedom. Okay. Next. To hurt. To hurt is to cause pain. To cause pain. Continue. Government agency. Government agency is an agency of a government. I think that would be, oh my Lord, help me. Yeah, that would be my answer. So you search for your own answer wherein you can answer the answer quickly. Next is offense. Offense is a minor crime. Offense, minor crime. Court martialed. I've heard this in military. You are on a legal proceeding in a court. Continue. Rescission. 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 Did I pronounce it right? Oh my, I forgot. Rescission is to To cancel. Rescission is a cancellation or a revocation. A cancellation or a revocation. Need more practice on this. Overdue. Past the said due date. Overdue. Past the said due date. Next is continue. Non-US resident. A person that is not a US, not from US. The next word is prostitute. Prostitute, someone selling sex for money. That's a prostitute. Next word is SS military unit. That is Hitler's group. Am I right? What is an SS military unit? S is military unit. Military unit was originally Hitler's group. Adolf Hitler's personal bodyguard unit according to Google. Adolf Hitler's personal bodyguard unit is SS unit. Personal bodyguard. Oh wow, personal bodyguard. According to Google. But there's no Google when you're in the officer calls you, so you need to really made up your mind. Next is labor camp. Labor camp is a place where a person is forced to do work. Forced to do work. Labor camp. Next is non-combatant. Non-combatant is to perform um not in combat. To perform a non-combatant service. You are not for fighting. What is this non-combatant, Lord? Oh my gosh. Sometimes non-combatant, I don't have my paper. Non-combatant. Non-combatant, a person who is not engaged in fighting during war. Not engaged. Non-combatant. You are not engaged in fighting during war, such as you're a medical practitioner or a chaplain. Non-combatant, I will remember that. Who is not engaged. A person who is not engaged in fighting during war. Non-combatant. Example is you're a priest or medical practitioner. You're not engaged in fighting. This is one way that I will learn because I will be it's a one-on-one. So hopefully I will be able to answer. Next is concentration camp, a place where you are a prisoner are kept. I think that's a place to keep political prisoner during war. During war. A place where you are political prisoner. Concentration camp. Concentration camp in Google. During war, concentration camp is a place where large numbers of people, especially political prisoners or members of persecuted minorities, are deliberately imprisoned in a relatively small area with inadequate facilities, sometimes to provide forced labor or await mass execution. The term is most strongly associated with several hundred camps established by the Nazis in Germany and occupied Europe in 1933 to 45, among the most infamous being something like that. I did not know. Concentration camp. Simple definition: a camp which people are detained or confined during war, harsh and without regard to legal norms of arrest and imprisonment that are acceptable in a constitutional democracy. So a place where you are especially political, a place where political prisoner are being kept. So that would be my short answer. So this is a slow version. Let's move to a um quick version. Quick version. Faster as we learn um to study. Immigration benefits. Immigration benefits is like obtaining visas. Public benefit is food stamp. So sometimes if you're not careful in listening, you would get probably a wrong answer. So listen. Next term is political opinion. Political opinion is your political belief. Next, we're almost done. Napagod na ako, guys. Getting tired. Citizen unit. Oh my. Citizen unit is a unit that explain various civic action. Citizen unit. So if you're not sure that I'm right, you can also have your own answer. But this is how I will answer. Next is transit camp. Transit camp is a camp. Oh my gosh. A place to keep, what's that? To keep people such as refugees. A place to keep people such as refugees. Transit camp. Transit camp. Parang common sila. Transit camp, concentration camp, extermination camp. So, refugees is transit camp. A place where refugees are being kept. Next is vigilante. Ding, vigilante. Vigilante is a group of an army that act as a police but not an official police. Vigilante. A group of people that acts as a oh, that acts as a police but not an official police. A group of people that acts as a police but not an official police. That's vigilante. A guerrilla is an army of people that uses violence to fight against military, police, government, and other people. Guerrilla. Vigilante is a group of people that acts as a police but not an official police. Overthrow. Overthrow is to remove a government. Overthrow is to remove a government. To remove a government. Overthrow. Sell. To sell is to ask someone. To sell is to ask someone. Overdue. Overdue is past the said time or past due date. Overdue. Next is police unit. Police unit is a unit that stops crime, violence, and lawlessness. Okay, guys, police unit. I'm getting tired. Maybe I will have part two and then on this. Next is self-defense unit. A unit, oh my gosh, and the act of defending individual against hostile, the a unit that defend individual against hostile act. So that would be my answer. Next is crime. A crime. What is a crime? Sometimes I have second thought. A crime? Ano ba yan? A crime. An action that breaks the law. Crime. An action that breaks the law. Crime. Ayan is crime. Paramilitary. Paramilitary is acting as a military but not an official military. Not an official military. Paramilitary. Not an official military. Hi guys. It's hard to study. Next. Next we can do it. We can do it. Next word is deportation. Deportation is a process to expel someone from one's country. Deportation. Very golden word. Deportation. Next is to register. Register is to sign up. Sign up. Next is file. To file is to submit. File is to submit. To submit. To petition. File, to submit, or petition. Alimony. Alimony is to pay child support. To pay child support. So guys, I think this is it for today. So let's just move on and pray that the Lord will retain all our studies. In here is just um interactive learning. So have a blessed Sunday. Ay, blessed day to all. So next is have a blessed day to all. Thank you for watching, and I just need to break it down so that I would learn also. Next is alimony. Okay. Ayan. And thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.